Sophs here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. You know, it has been so long since I've actually sat down on the day that I needed to record a health vlog, which is Friday the 10th of December. I'm recording the first health vlog of December, which makes me extremely happy because it means that I'm getting some left. Now, if you have not seen the reflecting of November, and also the health vlog of November, I've been through a lot over the past month. So all the plans of watching the remainder of Dance Month went out the window, of recording Demi Lovato's 4-part documentary series of Dancing with the Devil, all got completely shut down because of my original Facebook being taken last month, going through all those emotions, having to change everything just to feel safe again, having to constantly take mental health days off because I felt like that I was extremely struggling and I just needed to get myself together. So I really truly thank you. Now, if you're wondering why I have not mentioned the video about my original Facebook was hacked and has been used to be scammed, it's because I'm still questioning to see if I want to post that or not. I did that also to try and get that off my chest, and I did go into detail in the health blog, in the reflecting of November, and I'm still debating as I record this video if I'm going to post it or not, because I try to dissociate my real name to my YouTuber name for this exact reason why. So I don't know if I'm going to do it yet. I'm going to edit it to see how I feel. I think that would be a really good thing. I'm going to see if it's a good thing to still post it and to get the awareness out there, but I still don't know, and that's okay. You know, it's okay to question some of your decisions because it makes you really think and learn more about yourself. Now, over the past month, I have been reorganizing my singing covers. I am in the middle of reorganizing all of my music album reviews because I realized as I was going through all my music albums over the last many years, I realized I made massive oopsies. So in the 2017 music album reviews, I forgot to put on Fearless back onto that particular part of the reviews, which I didn't have something made to put in there. So I had to re-go through all of those, realize there were a few albums that I was already reviewing. Now I can immediately go to either the platinum version or the deluxe, which is what I will be doing with a lot of the albums. And as I'm going through all of them, I'm also getting rid of some of them, just to make sense. Some is because I'm not ready to review them, such as the Christmas albums. There was a Samantha Jade Christmas album that I decided to take out, which I'm going to do 1 month of December dedicated to Christmas, but I have to get all the other remaining music albums sorted, which I have reviewed, edited, posted, you know, stuff like that. And because I'm still in the middle of getting that sorted, so I'm nearly finished 2019, which I have last year's and this year's to sort out, which will be great. So that's what I'm currently focusing on. And the thing that annoyed me the most, when I was uploading all of my music album reviews in 2018, I uploaded Queen by Nicki Minaj's album in 2018, and it was classified as spam. It was classified as a bit of misleading, and my first thought was that I put my albums on private to get rid of spam in the beginning anyway, and Facebook was just being a bit of a douche. So I did take them down. I will re-upload them because I'm actually replacing all the album covers currently with Spotify covers as well, only because when you're looking at, you know, Wikipedia, other search engines, the album covers are severely pixelated and they're just shit. So I've been going through resaving new ones, and they don't look bad so far, and I'm actually doing it for all the previous ones that I have reviewed as well with my music album reviews. And I'm going to have a look as well, maybe with the singing covers as well, because when you see so many pixelated, you know, album covers, singles, it can get very annoying as a YouTuber and as an editor, and as you're trying to put in really great photos, and some of them you have to edit it yourself, it becomes excruciating and annoying. And because now I have to go back, reorganize all of the standard albums, organize all of the deluxe or the platinum lists, which will take me a while to do, but it is an amazing progress that I'm doing, and such a change of mindset from how last month was for me. And even though 8 days in, it was fantastic. It was great. It was on point. I did 3 workouts at the start of November, which I was so proud of myself, which I will be doing. And this is also the week that I'm supposed to be getting my period, so that blows. So I don't have it currently. I don't have it just as yet, but I'm already getting the symptoms. Like, for prime example, sensitive tummy. Now I get very sensitive in my stomach every time when I get a period, so eating foreign foods or anything like that, spicy foods, it would physically start to make me feel ill. So I already know that symptom. Second symptom is my back. Now, my back has always been an issue for the last 2 years, as you all know, but it's one of the biggest symptoms that I get when I know that it is starting to come on, because usually for the first 3 hours of my period, which I know is completely too much information, but I want to be able to tell more young ladies out there who may be going through similar periods, and that it's okay to talk about and our symptoms. I will always be in the toilet for 3 hours just to make sure that I can empty my system, because relieving the pressure on my back really does help it, especially when I don't have an electric blanket anymore on my bed, and it helps. And with my heat cream, which is an amazing cream that I use to really help me with my back, especially when I'm on my period and also after my period too. And not only that, and I know because my stomach is extremely sensitive, I have to eat before I take my medication. So I know my body enough to know when it's going to start coming on, slowly when it will start, because for over this past year, my periods have started pretty early. There was a period, I think it was in between, either it was in May or in April, and I'm going back into my fitness journey to see when it was, and I will come back and I will edit it in this particular video when it was. But I've been getting periods early. There are 5 days early, 3, 2, 1 days early, and there has been one time of this year when my period has been late. And even though I have nothing to worry about, I have not been in engaging in sexual activity, I don't necessarily have to worry. But with people who are, it's more about also knowing your cycle. It's more also understanding your body. You know, nobody can tell you what your body is unless it's yourself. And if it's your family members who have experiences. Now remember, genetics are very different. Everyone's period is very different, and experiences. Mine is more been difficult, and ever since when I started to use the Flow Tracker app, which I'll put it on screen now, it has been helpful. And I got the app when Grace and Frankie season 4 came out. That's where I can really describe how long I've been using the app, and it helps to track your period. It helps to track your symptoms. There's a lot of features on there that you can go ahead and try. There's a lot of great information as well on that app that actually can really help you. I'm not on them currently at the moment, you know, with all the premium stuff and that. But it's a great way to know when you're ovulating. So when your ovaries start to do this, and this, you know, because it already calculates for you when you put in your period logs and when you're ovulating. So it is an amazing app. I will link it down below for you guys. So I'll link it down below for you, because I didn't know what the hairdresser was just then. Just so you know, the app that I use now, non-sponsored of course, I use this myself because it helps me to remember. I'm someone who, before using the app, usually my period will come as a massive surprise, I'm here. And ever since I have been using that app, it just makes it so much more easier. Even if it's been 2 to 3 weeks since you had your period, and when you finally go check it, can be about 14 days away, a week away, or 2 days away. You know, and you can prepare to be on your period. So that is actually what I'm about to go through now. I'm actually very grateful. This is the 2nd year in a row now I won't actually be on my period. For a couple years I've been on my period on Christmas. You know, the Christmas that we went to surprise Nanny at her home that year. The day before that, which was Christmas Eve, I got my period, which was horrible. It was when I first moved to where I'm living now, and it was hell. It was legit hell for me. But I'm very grateful that my period's moving more along, maybe skipping a little bit of days and weeks. I'm just so much more happier that it's doing that. But anyway, I've been more working on my singing covers. I'm planning on choosing October October, November, and slowly December as well. I really want to try and get all the music albums reviews sorted, because this makes it so much more easier. I'm going to wait until probably the last week of 2021 to pick all of the December music album reviews, only because I know there's a lot of K-pop music that's currently coming out. I want to see more options if there's any available coming out very, very soon. I want to be very, realistic when it comes to, choosing these. And not only that, I am in the midst of making a brand new YouTuber Facebook page for my YouTube. Now, the old one that I had, I'd taken out of the majority of my links from 2020. Ignore that link. Please do not go click on it, because I no longer have access to that Facebook account that was originally with that particular page. And because my account was hacked last month, I have no access to the group that I had, the 4 pages that I've owned, including the Sophs Moran YouTuber page. And it does suck that I can't go back and get it. Like, I've already accepted my old account is dead, it's over with. I'm hopefully begging for it to get taken down. Facebook has not been helpful. Facebook is not helpful. The system's broken and needs to get changed, or it's going to be like MySpace and we're going to go choose another platform, which may possibly happen within the next 10 years, even 5 years. I can see that now, because Facebook's not willing to change. Then changing their company name, everyone will dispel. I see a lot of scammers on Instagram. I've seen, so many scams here in Australia, and I know that it's Christmas, so everything's ramping up even more here. It's just to the point where I think a lot of us are just over it. We've all been through hard during the pandemic, and enough's enough. I think we can all agree on that. But I'm becoming more hopeful this month. I know because my period's coming, it's making me not wanting to do anything, and I know it's always a mental health thing with my mindset, and even though I've been in therapy for 10 years, I've been really working on my personal development for the last, since actually 2018, so nearly 4 years. I've really truly been working on my, mindfulness, my mindset, and all of that personal development work. It's still a severe battle with my depression. Depression is something that I know I've been going through severely since I was a teenager. My anxiety has been extremely acting up because of Christmas and all the stress that happened last month, and my sleeping patterns have gone out of control again because I'm stressed out because of Christmas. I always get stressed out because we always go all out for Christmas, and I'm trying to get rid of Secret Santa because there's not a lot of us that we know one another, so we just give each other money or we just go grab them something, which I find a bit annoyed with, and it's why that's why I would prefer to buy for myself. I bought 2 new hard drives because one of my hard drives are currently on the fritz, and I'm actually thinking about buying 2 more for my birthday. Again, I bought new DVDs for myself, which is seasons 10 to 15 of Moran or the SBU. We got to buy season 22. That's okay. Season 18 of NCIS Supernatural, the final season, which I know when I watch that series and when I review it, I'm going to freaking cry like a baby, because that's the longest series that I've watched since it started, and when it began in 2005, I don't know how I'm going to feel watching that series. I just don't know. And the last 2 seasons of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, which I will go back and buy my Hey You subscription, because I know personally some of my DVDs are fucked. Like my New York, when Khloe and Kim take New York season 1, I know that this is completely screwed. And I would love to go and find new of those series. I would just love to. But other than that, it has been a better start to December. I'm slowly rebuilding my new Facebook, which is good, and focusing on my YouTube has always saved me. You know, I am more surprised that I have not thought of suicide since everything else that's been happening to me this entire year. I did not think of it, not once, when my Facebook got taken away from me. Which, when I told that to my therapist, he was also a little bit, stunned by it, because I was really surprised by it, and I know myself when I get into extreme anxiety, I don't eat, I become very irritable, running on severe adrenaline. I know myself more, which is good to always recognize, to breathe, and just come back together. And with my coach, she's been amazing. She encouraged me to go and make a brand new Facebook, which, Rebecca, I love you. How supportive my team has been towards me. Another team member, her name is Tracy, she went through the exact thing that I went through, and when I told her about it after when it happened, when I got my Instagram back, which was a win in my books, she was extremely pissed off. And she also had to do the same thing that I had to do, just to feel safe again. And Tracy, I love you, girl. I am so incredibly grateful to have you. And at some point this way, I'm returning for BTS community, because I miss our community so much. I'm more on Instagram than anything, but I just miss our group, the support. I just miss it. And even though it's taking time for so many people to re-add me on Facebook, I have to tell myself, so you can't take it personally if they don't re-add you. All you can do is just inform them, and that's all. And that's all I can do at the moment. And there's a reason why I haven't gone full-blown adding people, because I'm someone who wants to show to the people who I know from high school that I've changed over the 10 years. This is not who I was all of those years ago when I was a teenager who was so confused, just after not less than a month or 2 months after when my abuse finally ended, to go into a whole new experience, having friends who are not really your friends at all. Even though I was very well known where I was, I still felt so alone, which was the truth. And then going through a teacher who basically harassed you and bullied you for 4 years, and also told you to get over your child abuse when you're only 15 years old, and you're trying to understand more of yourself properly, just to tell you basically to shut up, is one of those teachers that should not be in high schools. And unfortunately, that's what I experienced, why I almost dropped completely out in year 11. And then next year I went on external for about 3 years to nearly 4 years. When I was 21, it was a battle to keep me in. But I set a goal, I met it, I graduated when I was 21, and I feel very proud of myself. And I know that there's been a lot of people I contacted who feel really bad about what happened to me, but they've been just so loving and supportive of me, which is what I would prefer to have than anything. So, mine is almost about to make myself cry. I have been doing cleaning, been doing the dishes, the washing. I have a load of towels in there currently as of right now, so once they're done, I'll put in the last load in, and then tomorrow, if I don't have my period, I need to wash the dishes, because I'm currently going through, and this is when I constantly wash my hands, and I think a lot of us go through this. I'm getting flaky skin, like I don't think you can see it, but it's like scabs, you know, you can see the redness there, but it's flaky. I have this cream from the Body Collection Australia, which is lychee and black tea hand cream with this extract with any toxin or whatever it's called. This is what it is. But I've already been putting that on today, and I'll continue doing that until this is gotten, because I've used hand sanitizer for like, we've all been using it for nearly 2 years. It can make our hands extremely, you know, flaky. But anyway, that is it for this health blog. All of my socials and the links that I do use will all be linked down below, like my website, like my YouTube playlist videos, of course, will be linked down below. An annotation will pop up at the end card, which you will see a recent upload, and also the health blog playlist. I will be re-editing the actual end card, because I have to take out the Facebook of my YouTube one, because that's no longer valid. I will be making a new one in the coming weeks. I'm already taking new photos of me, just to prove that it's me. That's what I'm gonna do. Anyways, and I think I forgot to do this for the last 2 videos. Remember, the music that I've used in this video will always be credited right after this part of the video, which I forgot to do in my last 2 videos. It's really been a full-on month. But the plan is, when I get my period, I'm gonna spend a couple to 3 days in bed, because I know how I am when I get my period. I will, in the next week, I will try and start watching Dance Moms again. I will try to organize myself to do my Demi Lovato Dancing with the Devil full-part documentary series, which I actually want to finish this year, which is one of my main goals. And then you will have, of course, your interview videos, which is the last health blog of, you know, this year. There will be a reflecting of December. I will also be doing a reflecting of 2021, which I may do more in the reflecting in December. I'm still trying to figure that out. But other than that, I love you all. I'll see you, hopefully, fingers crossed, for the on time last video of the health blog for December. Now, I will record that before Christmas, because it's actually supposed to be due to be recorded on Christmas Eve. I may move that for the week after, so that will probably be on the 31st, or I will just record it. It's going to be depending how I feel, because Christmas is always stressful for my family, and it's always stressful for me too, because I feel it. But other than that, I'm always on my socials. I'm always on Instagram and Twitter. I love you all. Please stay safe online. Do not reply to messages of someone asking you to save their Facebook codes, because that's what Scammer did to me. But I love you all. Stay safe, and we got this.